Welcome to our video on ancient Egypt. It's a civilization known for its pyramids, pharaohs, and mysterious history. But not everything you've heard is true. In this video, we'll debunk 5 popular myths about ancient Egypt that have been widely misunderstood. Myth number 1: Pyramids built by slaves. One of the biggest myths is that the pyramids were built by slaves. This image is ingrained in our minds thanks to movies and books. However, recent evidence suggests otherwise. Archaeological discoveries show that the workers who built the pyramids were actually skilled laborers and craftsmen. They were well fed, had proper medical care, and even had their own villages. These people took pride in their work and were not enslaved. Myth number 2: Cleopatra was Egyptian. Cleopatra is often portrayed as the quintessential Egyptian queen. But did you know she wasn't ethnically Egyptian? Cleopatra was part of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek family that ruled Egypt after Alexander the Great. While she embraced Egyptian culture and even learned the language, her ancestry was primarily Greek. This challenges the common image of Cleopatra as purely Egyptian. Myth number 3: The Curse of the Pharaohs. The Curse of the Pharaohs is a sensational myth that suggests anyone who disturbs a pharaoh's tomb will suffer a terrible fate. This idea gained traction after the discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb. However, most of the people involved in the excavation lived long, healthy lives. The myth likely emerged due to media hype and our fascination with the supernatural. In reality, there is no scientific evidence supporting such a curse. Myth number 4: All Egyptians were mummified. Another common misconception is that all Egyptians were mummified after death. In fact, mummification was an expensive and complex process, accessible mainly to the wealthy and elite. Most Egyptians were buried in simple graves with minimal goods. The mummies we see today are only a small fraction of the population and represent the upper echelons of society. Myth number 5: Hieroglyphs. As a mystical language, hieroglyphs often seem mysterious and magical, leading many to believe they were used exclusively for mystical or religious purposes. However, hieroglyphs were simply a writing system used for all sorts of texts, from administrative records to literature and even love poems. They were the written language of ancient Egypt, not just a tool for mystical inscriptions. You might wonder why these myths have persisted for so long. The reasons are varied, from early misunderstandings by historians to sensational portrayals in movies and media. Ancient Egypt's enigmatic aura and the allure of its mysteries make it a perfect breeding ground for myths and legends. It's important to differentiate between fact and fiction to truly appreciate this remarkable civilization. Understanding the truth behind these myths gives us a clearer picture of ancient Egypt. It was a complex society with advanced knowledge in fields like mathematics, medicine, and engineering. By separating fact from fiction, we can better appreciate the real achievements and contributions of this civilization, beyond the myths that have clouded its history. Did you know that ancient Egyptians were pioneers in many fields? They developed one of the earliest known solar calendars, and their medical texts show a sophisticated understanding of human anatomy and disease. These accomplishments highlight their ingenuity and curiosity about the world, which often gets overshadowed by the myths we've discussed. So there you have it, 5 myths about ancient Egypt debunked. From the construction of the pyramids to the origins of Cleopatra, it's clear that what we often think we know isn't always the whole story. We hope this video has helped you see ancient Egypt in a new light and inspired you to learn more about its true history. If you enjoyed this myth-busting journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos exploring the fascinating truths behind historical mysteries.